Hey, what's up? This is Tech Baron again with another quick review on a DMR radio that's actually really cool. This one is manufactured by a company called Retevis, and they make a lot of really good radios. The build quality of this radio is outstanding. It's very solid. But this is an FPP DMR radio, so you can actually program this like in the field, and it supports programming DMR in the field. So you can literally program digital DMR over the buttons without having to need a computer, which is way cool, I personally think. The way that this radio is set up out of the box is two-way DMR. When you see the red DN, it's digital, and it's got 16 channels built into it, so you can program a bunch of stuff into it. So it's pretty cool. The menus are really neat. They do a lot of stuff. It's pretty cool. Another really interesting feature about this is this will record when you transmit and receive on DMR. It'll record every conversation. So if you're working or something and your boss or a coworker messages you and you can't get to it, you can just go to the menu and play it back. So it's pretty cool. It has, I think, 32 megabytes of internal memory for up to like 200 voice calls of like 5-10 seconds each or something. So this is a standard 5.5 watt radio, just a standard 5 watt. I put a nice whip on it, a full wave whip, to get maximum performance. I have two of these. They're actually really cool. They're programmable. You program with your standard Kenwood FTDI cable. They do come with their own special cable, and the software is pretty intuitive. It's a little bit different than standard versions of CPS. It's like a custom flavored version of CPS built by Retevis company. So these can do a lot. They can do text messages, phone calls. You can send and receive GPS data. They can actually scan for color codes. You can field program DMR, which is like unheard of. I only have one other radio that can do that. The size is really intriguing because it's not like a gigantic radio, but it's very capable and very powerful. I actually really like that. Check out the Retevis RB22 if you would like a decent DMR that's cheap. You get a 2-pack of these for $100. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you have long range communications needs with clear audio, DMR is the way to go. Motorola came up with the Moto Turbo standard in the year 2000, I think, and it's basically frequency time division multiplexing access. It's chopping up the audio signal and encoding it in a bit stream similar to an MP3. So these blast out a digital bit stream that can be decoded by another radio that has DMR. These are not analog FM. These can do analog FM, but they're not. They're meant for DMR. Another caveat of this particular radio, the RB22 Retevis, is it's UHF only. These do not do VHF 144 low band. They're only 440 high band. So if you're looking for VHF comms, this is not going to be the radio for you. The build quality is incredibly good. I'm really impressed with just the fit and finish and how these feel. They're pretty solid. All of the radios that I've been showing you, except for that big Harris, have SMAF connectors, so you can put any type of custom antenna on there. It's pretty cool. And these support zones like most of my other radios. So you can get your... And the volume knob is not notched. It is digital. It's a digital potentiometer. It doesn't have like notches. It just turns and then turns up the volume. See if I can hit K6I OK from here. Nope. I'm in the house. It knows too. Like it'll tell you if it's not going to work. There's somebody talking right there. Cool.
Friday night.
Yeah, buddy. But these are pretty sick radios. I'm really impressed for the price and the performance. You can't beat it. These are pretty new. They came out within the last half of this year, 2023. So, I mean, honestly, between my Baofeng DM1701 and my retevis RB22s, these are some of my favorites because all the DMR stuff I do is on UHF. So this is like, it fits the glove pretty well. You can select your power output, which is pretty cool, and the little volume meter. It doesn't, I don't think it has a signal meter for receive. I'm not sure. I haven't seen one. But these are pretty complicated in what they can do. So you might want to check out the RB22 retevis DMR UHF radio if you have the need for long-range communications and a small package. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe.